Okay, it
Okay.
says it's streaming. I don't know about this.
Oh, it looks like it's got a thing
It
in the
looks like it's
top
streaming.
corner.
Oh, we're good. We're streaming. We're live finally. Awesome.
We're alive.
Well,
Oh,
then, welcome,
oh,
friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country.
there you go. Awesome. And you've
So,
got to.
if you don't know who I am, I'm Donna.
And I'm Paula. And today we have the very talented Kailan McGee. Oh my God, Kailan McGee. I need to say it wrong. See, with us. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Good.
It says on my phone, watch live.
See, so we're good. At least we know something's working today. We've had technical difficulties all week. I've
Yeah.
lost one earbud, the right one, so I'm on the wired, slightly wired one. Good. It's been a good week.
It's been a great week. What makes me laugh is we're all sitting here in anticipation, waiting for that. Is it live? Is it live? Is it live?
Yeah, because it takes like 5 seconds and it's like saying it's getting there, it's going to be sending, it's going to be sending, and the whole time it's actually sending, I think.
And we're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Part of the crazy. Part of the crazy. So let's start with the hardest question you're ever going to be asked.
All right.
You ready for this? And we'll get easier as we go along.
Okay.
So tell us, who is Kailan?
Okay. So I'm an artist from Coburg, Ontario, Canada. I've always kind of written music, but just recently I've really found myself wanting to pour more into it and dig deeper, find a lot more new material, and just really the desire to connect with an audience. Um, yes, I feel like it's the first time in my life where I've actually set up enough with music that I feel the most confident I've felt in my life. So I'm really proud of everything that I'm doing. Yeah, I think that about sums up that so far.
You know what? You must be the first person that's actually answered that as a first person and not talking about themselves in the third person state. Have you noticed that? That was the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that's
Interesting.
very cool.
Yeah, we get a lot of third person.
Yeah.
And I talk about, and I
Oh,
love when they do that. I'm like, it's a good thing you have a good relationship with that person.
for
Like
sure.
looking in from the outside, just who they are.
For sure.
So tell us, who are some of the sheroes that kind of you look up to musically?
So something that I really like to do is kind of forefrontally say who all of my influences are right when I write the songs. So Joni Mitchell is a huge one for me. Fleetwood Mac, a lot of classic rock influences. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Tom Petty, a lot of those artists. And I kind of just like to say directly who the songs are inspired by or influenced by as I release them, just so there's no questions.
That's very cool. So that leads us on to your newest single, Both Sides Now, which is obviously a Joni Mitchell cover.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Why did you pick that song?
That song to me is it's so very special. I feel like anyone who's looking forward or backwards in their life, and whether they've listened to that song for the first time or the 100th time, it will resonate with you in a different spot every time. It's just a very special, timeless masterpiece. And just to cover a song by one of my heroes, I think was just always something that I really wanted to do, anyways.
That's awesome. It's a great song, and you've done an amazing job with it. Absolutely
Thank
fantastic.
you.
I loved it.
Thank
Listening
you.
today while I was working, I'm like, this is just beautiful. Like you can just, yeah, you can tell that sometimes people do cover songs and like they're good, but sometimes you can feel the connection, like it's their own song. If you had never heard Joni Mitchell do it, it was the first time I was hearing it. I was like, it was a connection. You could feel and it's so great when
Aw,
people, when artists like yourself do that. So, thank you.
wow, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
So yeah, so you have to download that, guys. It's absolutely amazing. It should be a part of your playlist. Could get the word there for a minute.
Aw, thank you.
It should definitely be a part of it.
Absolutely. So, as we're talking about new music, you also just released Just Like That. So, tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about that song and where that came from.
This one is a fun one for me, mostly because it was kind of a revenge-seeking song. Someone that I love very dearly, someone who thought that the relationship was it for them, and they were engaged, in fact. and then it kind of came to an abrupt end, but the warning signs were there. So you see all the red flags, and it's really easy when you're wearing rose-colored glasses in a relationship to kind of see past all of that. And I feel like putting all of that into words was really special for me, because it was just kind of like that, like revenge thing that you feel at the end of someone that you love dearly being hurt so badly.
Yeah, see, that's got to be the best thing about being an artist, is being able to write these revenge songs. You see, us normal human beings do not have that ability. We just write, horrid letters or whatever. But you guys can put it into words and then just tell the whole world, and we can just, feel for you. We're with you. We're with you.
Where do you think murder ballads have evolved?
Yeah.
I mean, originally it was the news, murder ballads and things like that. They've originally evolved from news, right? So now it's just, if I want to kill you, I can.
Yeah.
It's the same.
There's enough murder ballads out there for us to pick one. Yeah, that one there will suit.
Murder ballads.
Yeah.
That should be a genre for sure.
It should be, yeah. A whole genre away from country, just murder ballads.
Just murder ballads. I love that.
That'd be very cool. I'd love to see the ratio of male to female on murder ballads. I think there'd be a lot more female artists than male artists.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think there would be. I think women like killing people quicker.
I think as women we can get away with it because people don't take us seriously a lot. Like, yeah, they're gonna kill him, whatever. And until he's dead, then they're like, oh, maybe we should take it a little more serious. So when men do it, they're a little more like, oh, he's threatening. Like, they take it a little more serious for some reason.
Yeah, that's what it is. I love that.
Hashtag advantage of being a woman.
Wow. It's a whole new trend here now. We should do a radio show of killer songs. Do you know what I mean? Murder ballads.
Murder.
The whole show. Murder ballads. There you go.
That's it.
That's
coming
so
up.
funny.
Well, so tell me, over the last year, what has been the most memorable professional moment for you?
Well, I mean, this year is the first year. I've always written music, but this is the first year that I've actually started putting songs out. So I have released 14 singles that I've written and recorded since January of this year. And I merely started writing as like a form of therapy at first, just like to make myself feel better. But then when I realized like, hey, like I'm connecting with people and this feels pretty good. It's been really well received. So I'd say like this interview is great. I've had plenty of interviews recently, mostly just connecting with anyone who's really feeling something that I've written. And I've had like children from high school that I've never met before message me and say, that song sat with me and I love this song and I just lost my grandfather and this song meant so much to me. So little moments like that, I feel like push you forward and give you that even more kind of self-esteem that you need to carry on and continue, like know what you're doing is right and continue doing what you're doing on the path that you're on.
That's awesome. I think you need it because it's not the easiest industry in the world to keep pushing through. And when you've got people saying how much you're helping them and everything else, it must be a real boost for you. And to
Absolutely.
know that what you're doing is working type thing. So yeah,
absolutely,
that is very cool.
Yeah.
So what else has been happening this last year?
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Like I froze. I'm like, uh-oh. So, like, I know I'm guessing it's quiet. I come back, it's quiet. So I'm starting to talk. Oh.
Wait for the voice.
So what is your earliest like memory of music of like, okay, I need to write for others. And then, obviously then releasing for yourself, right? So when did that kind of come from?
So I actually wrote a song called Don't Touch Thorns when I was 3 years old because I was really trying to warn my brother and sister that they're very sharp. So I had written that song. And then I feel like just being in churches with my grandma, just hearing her belt with her big ginormous lungs and hearing her voice carry through, I've always been inspired by music. And then growing up, I joined some prestigious choirs that traveled some places around the world. And at that point, I had picked up guitar and I had kind of like written a few songs, but nothing that I really again wanted to take it too seriously with. So again, once I started actually connecting with people, then that was the point that I was like, all right, this is it. This is what I'm doing now.
So what drew you to country music? Was it anything in particular, or was it just the way country music is? Or
I feel like it's the honesty of country music. I feel like if you're to listen to all the songs that I put out so far this year, you'd find that not all of them are of the country genre. I find that it's very easy for me. I know a lot of people tend to stick with one genre, but to me, it's all about the feel of the song. And I'd like a song like Just Like That to be of the country genre because I find country artists to be the most honest in their lyrics and the most honest in forefrontally kind of saying exactly the message that they're getting across. There's no metaphors. It's very direct, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that is also, yeah. Country music definitely tells a story, whether it's good, bad, indifferent. There's always
Exactly.
that
Yes.
story through the song, yeah. So.
Yes, exactly.
It is so cool to see the different genres though. People like, especially when they merge more, like you have like more in the pop areas where you had themes of like maybe a specific thing, right? Like one thing. And then maybe it's not even love, maybe it's just like the metaphor, like you were saying, right? So a lot of pop would use that. And then it's nice to see how they're starting to evolve that more into country. I don't know if you've been seeing that kind of that notice there. A lot more
Oh,
metaphors, a lot more,
definitely.
you know.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. It's
Well, I mean,
every
it's
artist
only,
is different.
yeah.
Pardon me?
There's so many different types of country music, though, isn't there, as well? You mean you've got your country pop, you've got your, your older style country, you got country rock and everything else. So I think, it doesn't always have to be straight country. You can always, the lyrics and everything else, whether it has a poppy tune to it, you could still class it as a country song, I think. So
For sure. All the subgenres and music fusion is pretty interesting. I love that.
yeah, that is very cool. I love that too. Yeah.
It's fun to think that, if we go back in time, so to speak, when the birds, the mamas and papas, and all those sounds of, back in the day have just kind of emerged out of a lot of different variations. It's just the musical journey of the different genres, how they've kind of emerged out of even just one little area, some of it too. So
Oh,
it's amazing.
absolutely. It's amazing, for sure. I really enjoy seeing what other artists come up with and how they make their own fusion happen as well. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I don't think one person just listens to one genre, and we know we have a favourite, but obviously you look through anybody's, and he said iPod, and he showed my age there. That would be terrible. You look through anybody's phone, and
At least you'd say CD collection.
oh, actually, yeah, CD collection. Oh my God, that would really show my age, wouldn't it? You'll probably see a lot of pop, country, rock, classical. We all draw from different music at different times in our lives, and what we need at that time. So
Absolutely.
it's always great.
Classical's great for when you're working, if you're not, wanting to try to listen to lyrics because you're like focused on work.
Yeah.
Totally.
You don't want to be
Yes.
writing an email and then be like, yes, and I hate you too. Or wait, that was the song lyric. Sorry, hold on. Delete
Don't go.
That's the time for murder ballads.
Yeah, don't do that when you're writing an email to your boss. Who knows what you're gonna write? Yeah.
Oh, so on that crazy note, would you like to do our 20 crazy questions?
I sure would.
Yeah. Okay, let me get my questions up.
Okay. There's no right or wrong answers, and
Okay.
I promise we won't get arrested yet.
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't been arrested yet, so we're still hanging on. I'm actually lucky because Donna's in the States and she's got more chance of probably being arrested than me. They got to find me first. That's funny.
We're like, we know she lives in Florida.
Yeah. Funny,
Right.
funny. Okay, are you ready for the first question?
I am ready.
Dun, dun, dun. We still need a something there, don't we? Instead of my dun, dun, dun.
We need a prompt.
We do. We need like a little tuning thingy.
I think Jeopardy would work. Can we borrow theirs without infringement rights?
That's what we need. We need something, don't we?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you sleep with the door open or closed?
Open.
Awesome.
Finish this line. Today, my favorite song is.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, I'm stumped. I feel like I'm gonna say Our House, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Ah, did you? I saw a pretty cat. Saw a pretty cat in the screen. Okay. If you're having a bad day, what is your go-to feel-good TV show or film?
Friends, always Friends.
Friends is very popular
Always.
for that, I must admit. There's a lot of people
It's a
doing the
comfort
Friends.
show.
I love that.
Yeah, we could probably have a whole subgenre of a podcast, you know.
About Friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably
There's
could.
probably one out there too, right? Like,
Yeah, there probably is.
Oh, I'm sure.
About every episode and every character and everything, yeah. You can imagine.
tell us. Tell us something on your bucket list.
I would really like to record a song in an old abandoned castle in Ireland.
That'd be awesome.
really cool.
That's a great bucket list thing. It's great.
I'm gonna come when you're recording it just because. That'd be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ireland's gorgeous. Ireland is gorgeous. So yeah, we'll have to go again.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your favourite sporting event?
Oh, this is gonna be hard for me. I'm not huge on sports. Synchronized swimming.
Nice. Now that is different. That is definitely a different one. I like that.
Oh, hey, I saw a meme recently that said, you know, about because I with all the election stuff and you know, Americans like, I'm going to Canada. There was a Canadian meme that said, we don't care who you love as long as you like hockey. And that person likes hockey too. I was like, that's great. I love that. Is that true?
That is so funny. I'm just not very sports inclined.
Oh. So tell me, if you were to write a book, what genre would it be?
I've always kind of thought about like fantasy stuff. I have a lot of crazy dreams that I feel like could inspire some fantasy, some cool fantasy work.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. If you could write with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Joni Mitchell. 100%.
That would be very cool.
Great choice. If you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Toilet paper?
I love it. The first answer comes to mind. Let's do this. I love it.
Going with practicality. I don't know.
Why not? Why not? Most people say like popcorn or something, but you know, okay. If your life was a reality show, what would it be called?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm stumped. I don't know. Here comes Kailan.
I love that. That could involve all sorts of things. That could be quite fun, actually.
Well, okay, so since you want a lifetime supply of toilet paper, I had to move a couple questions around here, but should the toilet paper hang over or under?
Under. Well, it depends on like because the cats, right? The cats are the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Typically over, but if it's not, then the cats always kind of just tear it down. So I've
It
had
kind
to
of makes
adjust
sense,
my
actually.
way.
It's a cat protection thing now.
It is.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Okay, which artist would you love to do a duet with?
Alive or dead, same kind of thing.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Tom Petty.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. So if you could hang out with one artist or band, dead or alive, who would you want to hang out with?
Ooh. Probably Fleetwood Mac. I think they'd be fun.
That would be awesome, I think. Okay. Android or Apple?
Android all the way.
Whoa!
I can cheer this time. I cannot have to be like, I'm sorry for my text in your little conversation group, right? I can just be like, yes.
You're not
Android
the only
users.
one now. Woohoo! I love it.
Oh, so hypothetically, if I called you and said, hey, Kailan, I have to hide a dead body. Again, hypothetically, do you know a good place?
Oh, this is going to require some deeper thought, I think. No, not
Okay,
off
so
the top of
apparently
my
I can
head.
call you, just it's gonna take a minute. Got it.
Yeah, that's fine. And you didn't say
Like,
no,
I'll
and she's
help
not going to
you, but
report us to the police. So we're safe. We're safe with this one.
Yeah, yeah. She's not gonna call the police on us. She's I'll help
Yeah.
you. See? Yeah.
I'll help you, but we're gonna have to think about this.
I love it. I love it. Okay. If you owned a bar, what would you call it?
I've always thought about this. So I already have a name. The Cat Sass. I think that would be.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's different. That is very different. I love that. That is really cool. That is
Maybe
very
have
cool.
cats like walk across the bar, knock your drink over.
Yeah.
They
That would be
call
kind
that
of
the
funny.
Tobin Cafe here, and it's amazing.
Oh.
There you go. I want to go there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the best.
That sounds awesome.
So tell us, in your opinion, what's the strangest thing in your fridge?
Hmm. I eat a lot of pickled ginger, just straight up out of the jar. I don't know. Maybe that.
Okay.
Pickled onions, I eat
That's
a lot of those just straight out of the jar too.
pickled onions can be quite normal, but pickled ginger, that's a whole new world of.
I eat
Yeah,
a
someone
lot of
who
pickled ginger.
I can also say I'm not a ginger fan. I will occasionally have a little ginger in something, but yeah, like
I love it.
That is different. That is definitely
yeah.
different. Way to go, you. Way to go, you.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your guilty pleasure food?
Ooh. See, I love food. So, I mean, guilty pleasure. I don't like to feel guilty about eating anything.
Oh no. No. Yeah, I can vouch for that one. Don't feel guilty about eating food.
My favorite snack as of recently has been like nectarines and cheese curds together, which sounds really weird, but it's actually really good. I don't know. I like a lot of chips and popcorn and ice cream, and now I'm just naming foods, but we can keep going if you want.
Popcorn, is it sweet or salty?
Both. I mean, depends on my mood.
I can understand that. That's cool.
I agree. I usually do the sweet during the afternoons, work lull, if you will, and then at nighttime, like near bed or whatever, salty.
So much butter.
Oh. So tell us something you would never do.
That I would never do. I feel like skydiving is something that was like something that was on my bucket list, and then I kind of got real with myself and realized that I probably won't do that. So
That must be the most common thing everybody says is skydiving, but it's awesome. It's the most amazing experience ever.
I feel like I'm 5'11", and I feel like I'm very afraid of heights for such a tall person. So I don't think I could do that. As much as it would be an amazing experience, and a lot of people seem to say it's life altering,
It's amazing.
I don't think I could bring myself to do it.
It's amazing. It's very, very cool. Okay. If you were an animal, what would you be?
A blue whale.
My God, that was quick.
That was like the fastest animal ever. So why a blue whale? Because yeah,
They're my
Your
favorite
answer so
animal.
quick.
They're the
Wow.
largest mammal on Earth, and they're incredible. Their veins are so big you can swim through them, and I just think that that's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. Damn. That is very cool.
Oh, so last but not least, if you were ruler of the world, who would you want to be your top advisor?
Ooh, wow, that's a tough one. Hmm. I have to really think about this. Huh. I've never thought about that before. Who would I?
I know it's an odd question.
No, I love odd questions. I just usually like think of odd questions in my head on
And
my
this is
own.
even
And
odder. I love that.
who would be my top advisor? Hmm. I don't know. Maybe my husband. Play it
I
safe
like
and
that. Keep it
see.
in the family. Keep it in the family where it's safe. I like that. That is
I'll just play
very
it safe.
cool. Look at that. You survived our 20 questions. You survived.
Oh, that was fun.
They're great fun.
Love that get to know you section for sure.
Yeah. Just
That
a
was really fun.
bit.
Well, so tell us what's happening for the rest of 2024 and into 2025 now. What are your plans? Like more songs, releases, a mega international tour?
Okay, so right now the priority is getting the rest of the album out. So there's 14 singles already out, and there's 7 more to complete the album with 21 songs that'll come out in January, and that makes 18 of those songs have been written and recorded this year. So I've been really, really busy at the writing and getting all of that stuff ready. And then the plan, as soon as that happens, it should come out on my birthday in January. And then the plan is to get right into rehearsal mode and then go play shows and start. We'll start with a small tour across Canada, and then from there we'll see how that goes after that.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. You've had a busy year recording all those songs. That's kind of mad.
Yes, it's been a lot. I realize that's my fault, but it's a lot.
But it's good. It's good to be busy. It's good to be busy.
Yes, it sure is, for sure.
That is so cool.
Absolutely. You're like, "Well, when did that happen? Oh yeah, I was busy doing stuff." But it's awesome that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
where we're at,
Yeah.
like just that growth of periods and things that have happened.
Totally. And you blink and then it's another time.
Oh yeah. Soon it'll be Christmas. Next time it'll be summer again. You'll be like, what?
What? I know, exactly.
Oh, very cool.
Well, it has been a pleasure having you on, and you are welcome
Oh,
back anytime.
thank you so
Definitely.
much. It's been a pleasure. That was so much fun. Thank you, guys.
Good, good. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
I
And thank
did.
you, friends, for joining us today for a live episode of Crazy Women Country. Make sure I'll put the links in the description, so make sure you go check those out, and follow Kailan, and make sure if you're in Canada, you get to catch a live show with her next year.
Definitely.
Aw.
Download all her music. You will not be disappointed.
All right, we'll see you here next time, friends. Have a